Christmas afternoon. We're down at one of the rinks in the slough, and the fellas are doing some ice skating and hockey.
Booga chuga.
Booga chuga. Gee, Dave can skate backwards.
Holly, I'm a professional hockey player. Would you like my autograph?
Well, what's your name, first of all?
I don't know.
What?
Johnny Orr? No, not Johnny Orr. Bobby Orr?
You want to switch sticks or use?
Brett Hall.
Brett Hall, okay. That's... Yeah, we got one pair of skates for Tom and Jeremy combined, so I just missed getting Tom on tape.
Where's the other puck? It's over there. Yeah, you could. Yeah, I'll give him sharp. Yeah, take him to maybe even play against sports.
As it said before, this has been a Barbie Christmas, Barbie Land, and Alyssa's going to tell us about the things that she got as gifts from family. And was there something from Santa too, Alyssa?
And Megan.
And Megan, and these all belong to Megan as well, but she's taking a nap. She got tired. And a number of people helped put all of this together. So now Alyssa's going to point to the things and tell us what they are, loud and clear.
This is a Barbie van, and I got it from Chris and Ryan. And I got this a long time ago. I got this for my birthday. This
Okay, we're going to start over, and hopefully with a clearer lens. And it's Christmas afternoon, and the folks have put together all of Alyssa's Barbie doll stuff. It's been a Barbie doll Christmas, and this is Barbie Land that Alyssa and Megan are going to enjoy for years and years. And Alyssa's going to tell us about the different things now that are included in Barbie Land. Okay.
This is my Barbie camper that I got from Chris and Ryan for Christmas. And I got this couch last Christmas. I got this chair last Christmas, and I got this for my birthday, and this last Christmas. So,
Okay, and you brought those things along with you then from home, huh?
and Amy gave this to me for Christmas. It's a
Oh,
bed
what is it now? Oh, bed. Okay.
from Amy too, and it came with this stool and
Mirrors and everything, huh?
and I got a wedding chapel from my mom and dad.
Okay.
And this Barbie tent is Megan's, and she got it from my mom and dad. And this is my ice capade, and I got it from Julie and Ron. Show them how it works. And put the people, the Barbies, in here. And then spin it back.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, she hits the sides.
We need to cut her hair a little.
Need to cut her hair? I don't think you want to do that.
And this is the snack for it. This is a snack for. This is a snack bar for it. The ice. And this is Megan's boat that she got from my mom and dad.
Who's in the boat?
Ken.
Yeah.
And this is Megan's table. It's a dining
All
set.
set
And
for
she got it from Amy.
all set for a meal, huh?
And David gave this to me and Megan. And
Is that what's that called?
a Barbie Ferrari.
Yeah. Pretty neat. Did Barbie and Ken have any little boys and girls?
Nope.
Oh. Okay, is that it, kids? Good morning. It's Tuesday, January 7th, and we've neglected taking camcorder pictures. These are the first ones that we've seen taken on our trip to Arizona in the Southwest in January 1992. We spent the first night in Emporia, Kansas, and we had some Kansas City beefsteak. And the second day, Sunday morning, we arrived at Barry and Pat's, and the first bit of news was to learn of the passing of Aunt Mildred Gunderman, and we were saddened to hear that. We got Pat off on the plane to eventually get back home. We made our stay with Jason and with Barry fruitful, hopefully helpful as well. We were on our way yesterday morning, Monday, drove 580 miles to Carlsbad, New Mexico, went through some very heavy fog. The first 100 miles or so, maybe not that far, but not too pleasant, but beautiful weather from there on, largely beautiful this morning. We're going to Carlsbad Caverns shortly. We're most impressed with seeing a couple of things like cotton growing. And Marge got out and picked some. And then we've also seen a lot of oil derricks, oil refineries. And going to try to get in on one of the oil drilling devices right here on the screen. And this is some distance from the motel at 7:30 on Tuesday morning. So we'll be on our way and try to do better at taking camcorder pictures. We're now at Carlsbad Caverns National Park, and in a little bit we'll be starting our 3.5-3-hour tour, guided tour, partially guided, of the caverns. And I have to mention that on this trip we're experiencing some new territory. First, of course, we came through Iowa and Kansas. Marge had been in Kansas years and years ago, first for me, but then the rest of the states we've come through have been new for us. Oklahoma, Texas, New Mexico, all new experience. We've seen in this territory around Carlsbad, we've seen cactus and what maybe is yucca plants.
Living in this area at the time, some of which are extinct at this time, but the Paleo-Indians, the closest people, hunted in this area. They probably saw this cave, but there's no evidence that they utilized this cave. As time went on, the Guadalupe Indians, Arcade people, and the Guadalupe Indians, and eventually during historic times the Mescalero Apache were used.
How much this is going to show up, but we're going to try. Our group of about 40 some has stopped, 50 some.
A lot of times, his lantern, of course, did not shine more than about 30 feet.
Yes.
He slipped and fell, slipped out there.
There's the whales. Off again.
eventually turning into limestone. As the sea dried up, it became buried by a lot of sediment, and that compressed into rock, into limestone, and it also caused ripples. And as it lifted it up out of the water table, water drained away, taking the dissolved minerals along with it, leaving the void. But a lot of the ceiling was not really attached real well to itself. A lot of funny shaped pieces in it.
This is in the Green Lake area near the bottom. This is the King's Palace. Tremendous. Looks like a park. This is the Papoose Room. Big room, and we've left the group tour now, which is over, and we're on our self-guided tour around the big room, which is the, can't see it all here, but the equivalent of this will give any of the feeling of the vastness of this. The last one we were in was the Room of the Giants. This is the Temple of the Sun that Jim White, who did a lot of exploring in the turn of the century, named. We're still in the great room, and but this looked like a face of a sort on a far distant wall, and his girlfriend beside him there. Near the end of our cavern tour now, and forgotten what name might have been given to this area. One of the better lit ones, and pretty. This is called the Painted Grotto, and more color supposedly showing here, although I don't see it, and I'm quite sure it's not going to show up on the videotape. Even the men's restroom at the Carlsbad Caverns has a buildup of whatever it is that we saw so many tons and tons of. Can take video because no one's here, but now I've got our tour of the caverns and had lunch. And it's a beautiful day. We're about to begin our 300-mile drive to Lordsburg. Marge is looking at some of the vast territory of New Mexico. It goes on and on. visitor center at Carlsbad Caverns National Park.
Wish we had something for him we could get. Oh, here's a good shot.
This is an Arizona roadrunner that's greeted us as we've come to Sabino Canyon Park. Is that the name of the place?
This is Sabino.
Sabino Canyon
Uh-huh.
Park or whatever. Going under that rig. Joan tells us that's the New Mexico state bird. And should mention that this is Wednesday, January 8th, and we're at the Bergies in Tucson, Arizona, and they've brought us out to Sabino Canyon, one of Tucson's attractions, and we're going to see some more of the country. I'll get away from that transportation and get mountains. This is a cactus in the park. I always say we should include people in our videotape. It's just a beautiful day I bet it's 60 some degrees out here in the afternoon. What a welcome. We just talked to Amy in Minneapolis, and it's snowy, raining, cold. Prickly pear cactus. And we can zoom in on that for a little bit.
They get pretty blossoms in May.
Oh, sure.
And that, let's see this. This is very pretty, but this is the fishhook barrel over here.
Okay.
And
This is the teddy bear cactus, but also goes under other names. Okay.
All you can see right now are saguaros.
How do you spell that?
Saguaro, S-A-G-H,
Okay, that sounds right.
saguaro.
Yeah. And this is part of our walk. And they're a cactus, and you say that after 75 years they begin to develop an arm?
Right, they're about 75 years old before they develop their first arm. When they come faster, they seem to come on each side and balance the tree as they grow up.
And did you say something about somebody likening them to people or men? Or
Well,
where did I get that?
see one where the arm is bent down, or if there's two of them bent down, that means that an old Indian has had two wives and it didn't work out, and the story goes that it's thumbs down. But if the rain doesn't continue, they will drop them just as fast as they got them to conserve moisture.
This is called the Acatillo cactus, is it? It's a type of cactus.
see that little teeny thing on the end up there that's just a hint of orange?
Up here.
That's going to be a beautiful blossom.
Okay.
And in April, there's a better one here, yeah, this one you were pointing at, John. And somewhere at the end of March or in April, they all blossom.
Now, this is, there's some,
There's something starting.
this is, see, I don't know what they're doing for it.
What's the one that has an odor? What's the odor? What's it called? We've gone through that.
Look at that.
Creosote?
Creosote.
Creosote bush, yeah. This isn't creosote though.
That's what I was trying to name.
Okay.
Yeah. And there's a turpentine bush too. Turpentine. Yeah.
They do.
Uh-huh. I don't know what it, I mean, there's a little, down at the center, there's a little nature path that goes around a quarter of a mile.
At the top of that mountain in the distance, we see snow, I think, and Joan thinks that might be called what? Lemon Mountain?
Mount Lemon.
Mount Lemon, okay.
Our big ski resort.
On the sidewalk, some of the trees are there and some
Now, what name do these falls have? They're just
the trees.
the falls. They have a
I don't know
name,
that this
or-
one has a name. Over to the right, this goes downstream, and there's a place called Seven Falls.
Okay.
But this stream runs back comes down through Sabino Canyon. And if you take the tram, you will cross over it any number of times back and forth in the canyon.
The leaves now on January 8th, they're just turning their fall colors here, and they'll probably reappear in a couple of months. It's a new growth.
Just about all of the water in that stream comes from melting snow back up in the mountains. And a lot of it from Mount Lemmon,
Okay.
where they're skiing.
Do both.
Okay.
Looks like he's gonna play a tune on that.
Yeah. Right, yeah. Should almost say something clever, huh?
Should.
This is the, what did you say, the thorn between two roses?
Yeah, this is the thorn between two roses.
Okay.
You know, one thing driving through, we didn't see birds.
This is called the prickly pear cactus. You can see it's well named, aptly named.
Out here in the desert or here in Tucson.
What did you call? Oh, a quail?
Quail.
I don't think that's one of them.
Watcha?
I couldn't see it.
This side too.
I can't see the thing on his head.
Black.
It's one of them.
This is a black cardinal from Arizona. It's got the peak, the top knot. It's like a red cardinal. We're waiting for him to sing. I can hear something making a sound, but I don't think that's it. Here are quail.
You can walk over that way, maybe.
There's a bunny rabbit back in there somewhere. A couple of birds at the top of a cactus near the headquarters office here. January 8th at the Burgies complex, and we're down at the pool area. Like a heated pool, and it's just great. Hot tub as well. The folks are sunning themselves over here in the sun. I've been in the water, going in the hot tub. Good life.
So none of the rest
This
of us
is
ever saw
Earl and
about
Jones' place, 210.
10 o'clock. Here they were married on Saturday about 10 o'clock Monday morning. The phone rang and it was
Saturday, January 11th, and we've come up to Carefree, Arizona for a few hours. We had lunch at the Horny Toad, had a good meal, and now we've been doing some shopping, looking, and among the streets in Carefree are the Ho Road and Hum Road. We're at the intersection of Ho and Hum. We have Easy Street, and we even saw a Western, an enactment of a Western shoot-'em-up, bank robbery, and so on. Natives that
yeah, right.
off the reservation. This is a conquistador statue at the corner of Ho and Hum, and this has been here for about 18 years, since 1974. That's the name of the sculptor. The mountains to the east. I don't know which ones they are, but they're all around. So we have a telephone. And this is south of Carefree, one of the boulder formations that are mountainous in size. Marks a golf course and area called the Boulders. Expensive. Eleanor tells of the story of, is it Bob Bohannon, who was interested in looking at a house that was for sale, but he had to have a financial statement to present in order to show he was legitimate, qualified. I don't know if this video is going to be able to tell. Well, maybe with a car on the other side is a... We've stopped at a scenic overlook on Shea Boulevard, looking south that way. It's gotten quite cloudy, overcast. We're on our way back from Carefree. But, we might as well take this anyway. See how it turns out. That may be Scott Mesa. No, that's okay. Well, it's Sunday, January 12th, and we're in Mesa visiting Virgin Boots Christensen in the mobile home park in which they spend the winter. And this is their place at 1105 in their particular park. Here comes the man of the house himself.
I was right behind you, isn't that beautiful?
Yeah, it is beautiful. Yeah. This is sure nice park. And what's the name of it again?
Valley del Oro.
Valley del
Valley del
Oro.
Oro, see?
Okay.
Valley of the Sun or Valley of Gold.
Oh, pretty nice sunset tonight. We'll try to eliminate the lamp posts, and can't eliminate the rooftops, I guess, but
You've got a camcorder.
and this is
For Christmas or?
inside
Oh.
in their nice mobile home here. We get a little...
I just love
More lights on or anything?
Well, it says low light, but it performs.
How nice it's going to be. The sun is out.
Right, and that always
How are you?
helps.
They're having a little snow up in Iowa, North, Minnesota.
It's Tuesday morning, January 14th. Is that right? 4, 5, 12, 14th. And trying to get some sunrise here. It's pretty... I don't know how good it's going to be. do have a star or a plane. Can't find it now. The plane. Can hear it. The sun isn't shining on it. Now it's dark. Okay, now we'll see if we can get some sunrise. Saguaro. And a few flickering lights. Mountains. It's chilly up here in the 40s, I'd say. We're sweeping from south to north. I don't know just why the lights seem, well, they flicker, yes, even as to the naked eye. Oh, back here are the four peaks. Now there are the four peaks, a little more distinct. Might be able to hear a small bird up here, I hear chirping. Earlier I imagined I heard a coyote barking at me. Coyote. Sweeping around to the north and now to the west. Just over this cactus, saguaro cactus, is Eleanor's place. Might get some color of this cloud bank, a lot of red in it. a few minutes later now, and about 7:20, I suppose. I forgot to wear my watch, but the sun hasn't shown itself yet. We're about to leave the mountaintop and go back and warm up. This may be a cactus wren. Just a moment ago saw a coyote and kind of had a few seconds of footage of him, but it didn't have my camera ready. He's right over in here somewhere, he was. See if you can spot him. Tuesday, January 14th, and we're on our way to Tortilla Flat with Catherine Eisinger. This is Canyon Lake. Come through some real beautiful mountainous territory. From the lake, there's a boat.
The depth of it? I really like the generator. Sign?
Says that this
Into the by the sign.
lake provides water storage and power for the Metro Phoenix area. We're at Tortilla Flat, and the sign says don't cross the stream, don't go through there when it's flooded, but here comes some motorcyclists. The Lost Dutchman gold mine, part of the legend, the Lost Dutchman who supposedly had a treasure buried out here somewhere. And anytime anyone goes to try to find it, they don't come back or something like that. So it's cool.
Really good boxes. Came out of an old mine. You know, these tracks. Rails.
A couple of the local characters we decided to get on the film here.
The local lady.
Yeah,
Right,
local
yeah.
color here.
Yes. With her red.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Town Tortilla Flat, or Flats, take your pick whether it has the S on it or not. Seen it both ways. Superstition Saloon in Tortilla Flat.
Did you get a picture of the bar?
Lined with many dollar bills stapled to the wood. Signatures on, I guess. Tradition. We aren't running away from it. Oh, we're not running away from it. Just barely,
Well,
cover it up.
you get too much margin on their sandwich.
Yeah, it's sitting in saddles at the bar here.
Okay, yeah. Come on,
They get prettier as you go along. Are you through with me?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Whoops.
And I'm supposed to look through this too?
Sure.
Oh, happy Halloween.
Yeah, spooks.
Spooks, yeah.
We're just left Tortilla Flat and pick up some footage while moving toward the lake. And even though we have the power lines with us, can't be helped.
What happens to your brakes?
Oh, yeah.
They have, like it goes off to the right, and then it kind of has an incline and stuff.
There's the Rock of Gibraltar. Taking some of these through the windshield. See how that works.
Building something.
And Faye got a VCR from her kids for Christmas, and she knows how to put a tape in. She doesn't know how to record, but she knows how to put a tape in.
Sure.
So I figure I can go down there
Mm-hmm.
to show them how or do it for them.
Really?
I always let Jim do stuff like that because he liked to diddly putz around and push all the buttons and
But you
read
do it once or
all the
twice and
directions.
it's
Yeah.
no big deal.
See, I did the important stuff like.
Yeah. I just think it's too hot for dogs to be in a car alone, left alone.
Catherine's pulled over to the side here so we can get a real good shot of Canyon Lake without the power lines. I hear a bird somewhere. What the road sign says is a scenic view 500 feet ahead. Of course, we're looking at miles and miles. There's a stream down here. Snow on the distant mountains. It's Tuesday, January 14th, and we're at Roy and Vi's Croissants. So they have a Hugo, Minnesota sign over their place in Mesa. A very nice spot here. This is their patio and back. I'm trying to zero in on the thermometer here. Uncommonly cool, I think. Even though, what does it say? 50? I'm not sure. Friendly pet in the tree.
I should tell you about this illegal mining. All right.
I had a Norfolk pine for a long time.
That was our first Christmas tree when we moved here. You know, we moved here, we didn't get in it until the 1st of December. And then we,
Just use that, sure.
Found the star pine, but it died. Now we're gonna do it. This is nice.
What does your thermometer say there?
It says, about 55.
Yeah.
Not quite 50. That was always lower than the other one.
And I used to have live, this is just a big plant. I got this at the flea market now. So you guys had mostly,
Wednesday, January 15th, and Marge and Eleanor and I are headed up towards Sedona, north of Phoenix. We stopped at Montezuma's Castle, and we some of the rock formations along the pathway leading to the castle. We'll see the castle in just a moment. As it says, the place is hung on to the name Montezuma's Castle, even though it isn't a castle and Montezuma was never here, never came this far north from his home in Mexico. But the name has stuck, and the legend is that some of the Aztec Indians, I guess, came from a castle that Aztec refugees built for their emperor. Okay, here it is up here. And for long-time tourists, I guess, climbed up and took parts and violated it, but now it's protected. Some of the signs around explain how it theoretically was built, constructed piecemeal. Why they chose to build way up there is a good question. The area has got more trees and shrubs and greenery in most of Arizona. And the Indians here were here in the about 800,000 years ago, supposedly irrigated land for growing crops, for agricultural, game in the area as well. Usual Arizona sycamore tree with a mottled whitish bark. And it's interesting to see trees with leaves here all over. The sycamore this time of year doesn't have any. I was mistaken about the timing. The Indians built Montezuma's castle about 700 years ago, and some of the support beams in it are made of sycamore from trees like this. This is Castle A. It was between 1200 and 1450 that these Sinagua Indians were in the vicinity. 45 rooms, estimated occupancy of 100, larger than the other one. Why they left this area isn't known. This is the A excavation, not as high up nor as structured as the other, I guess. A number of different. This is Castle A on the left, and then one of the clumps of sycamore trees. And then the Montezuma's castle, as it's called. Mysteriously, the neighborhood began to break up sometime around 1400. Within 50 years, the area was completely deserted.
Stone walls and vacant rooms to the remains of a once vibrant village. A village of people who experienced wants and needs, anxieties and fears, joys and sorrows, just as you and I today. Here, over 7 centuries ago, and receiving an invitation into this cliff-dwelling home, what you would have seen might well have been something like this cutaway model of Montezuma Castle. On the top floor, the elderly village lookout keeps his solitary vigil. His eyes search for approaching danger to those working the fields below the castle. It seems that over the ages, children and their actions change very little. On the 4th floor, you'll find a concerned mother scurrying to reach her adventuresome son, precariously balanced on the edge of the roof. On the 3rd floor, an aging man leads his blind wife across the balcony.
This is one of the formations just north of Oak Creek Canyon, maybe is the name of it. Beautiful red outcroppings surround the community. We're headed into Sedona. Just off the highway. Any cave dwellers up there? walking up to a chapel at Sedona. Forgotten the name of this chapel or church, but it'll be quite interesting scenery below us once we reach the top. This scrubby tree is getting its nourishment out of between the rocks here. How it can survive is hard to say. This is the scene from the top of the mountain where the Chapel of the Holy Cross is located. And should have the wide angle lens on now, maybe. Maybe able to see snow on the roof of a house over there. This is looking south from the chapel. This is the Chapel of the Holy Cross from down below. We were up there, saw the inside. Oh. To zoom in. Not sure just why though. We're at the Oak Creek Canyon, I guess, north of Sedona. And it's 3:30 in the afternoon. The sun is bright. I look down a long way, but I'm not sure. The creek doesn't go back in there, I don't think. Be the town of Sedona in the background. See the snow on the hills. This is the Wilson Mountain Trail. Looks like it might be fairly new. This must be Wilson Mountain. Helps show that there is some greenery in Arizona. Lots of deciduous and conifer trees. Beautiful country. It's Thursday, January 16th. We're down visiting Pete and Evelyn at, what's the name of your place again?
Superstition Lookout.
Superstition Lookout at Apache Junction. And we're walking around the park now, but I have to get on film this sign over here. And this isn't their place now. This isn't Pete and Evelyn's, but a neighbor's. This is the Torgersons, and you see who live there. This is where Pete and Evelyn live in the winter. at Apache Junction,
Dining room set, a bedroom set,
and
a wedding chapel set, the ice skating rink.
within view of their place are, what are these mountains called over here, Pete, again?
I couldn't tell you.
Okay, but over here is Superstition Mountain,
But she decided that when she got home, she found
and that's quite a
all this is
beautiful, imposing addition to the landscape. There are groups that take hiking trips in that direction. I don't know how high up they go. I don't imagine.
that red. Well, you know, I guess we weren't aware of it.
Okay, you're driving, this is the vortex point where you get,
Well, I'm glad we didn't know about it.
no,
Yeah.
very
Oh,
scary.
what was that? I didn't hear.
This new age bit
Oh,
up at Sedona, they've got a real big thing going
okay.
there. They have these vortex points.
Oh, yes.
Did you
Mhm.
notice anything like that yesterday?
No, but I've heard of that vortex bit.
Where you kind of get in touch with,
I'm so glad we don't have to worry about that.
aren't you?
Yes,
Aren't
we
you?
know who. Well, this looks like a good spot to stop.
Yeah.
Nice.
We rolled our door up even, so it wouldn't keep zipping it up and down. In Florida, you have to let it for bugs a little bit.
Yeah, but here you don't.
Fly or a bug or real.
So you really prefer this over Florida?
Well, I think we do for that reason and not humidity, but even in Florida, I felt it. Trees touch the sky and the sky touches the sun and sun shines down on Minnesota.
That's, I haven't seen that one. That's
I
nice.
hadn't seen that one either. We had one from them before and I told her that it was all dirty and faded, so she could
Read that aloud again, Evelyn. I'll get it on tape here. Maybe.
Minnesota, where the lakes touch the trees and the trees touch the sky and the sky touches the sun and the sun shines down on Minnesota.
It's Friday, January 17th at almost 6 o'clock in the evening. We just returned from a interesting day with Elton Shanerock over at Sun City West. We got the Royal Tour and ate at a interesting place. Ate too much. And I decided to come up on the hill and get some moon and saguaro cactus pictures. But it isn't going to amount to much in the way of color. This is the fountain at Fountain Hills. Goes off for 15 minutes at the beginning of the hour, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. or something like that. Maybe it's 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Shoots water 560 feet. Highest spray of water in the world from a fountain. This has been the warmest day we've had maybe 65 degrees. We go home tomorrow and it's supposed to be 27 below in Minneapolis tomorrow night. As we get off the plane, joy, joy. I don't know if that barking that you might hear is a dog or a coyote. Wouldn't be surprised to see a coyote up here in the dusk. See a light on a plane flashing in the sunset off to the west. It's Saturday, January 18th, going home day. It's in the morning and the three of us taking a walk in the foothills of the mountains, or the mountains across the street from Eleanor's. And we're headed back. We're disappointed that the fountain didn't go off at 10 o'clock this morning. This is Marge looking for a baby saguaro cactus. Without any luck so far.
No luck.
This is a young saguaro cactus that has some color to it. I guess it's a saguaro.
I don't know what that.
I don't know.
Maybe
Might be a
not.
barrel cactus.
Oh, what kind?
Barrel.
Barrel cactus. Okay. Our last day here had to get some pictures of flowers to show the snowbound Minnesotans in bloom. I don't know what kind these are. This is near the fountain shopping area. here, so they leave them out year round. Saguaro cactus up on top. Mountain plus portion of the water here. This is a plant in the back of Eleanor's building. Could be some type of poinsettia possibly. Just a couple of hours before we get picked up to go to the airport. Leave some of the picture taking until the last. Now it's turned kind of cloudy. This is the big triangular rose garden in the back of Eleanor's place, and there's still some beautiful roses here in bloom. Shot of the nice pool area, but as you can see, the pool's been covered all the time we were here. So we didn't get to swim, but imagine it would really be fun in warmer weather. A few chrysanthemums in bloom on January 18th. And maybe bougainvillea. Seen so much of down here. Again, it's overcast this afternoon. Windy. And we didn't get any pansies. They're kind of the special item down here, and waited too long to get. The last thing we have is a dandelion. Again, of course, January 18th, a dandelion in bloom in Arizona. January 26th, Super Bowl Sunday, and we're at a hockey game in Elk River, and it's inside, but it's cold. Ann and I brought the boys over. They're playing an Elk River team. And they're about to begin. I think I'm zeroing in on Chris over there on the far side.
Pair of socks today. That's probably happened. Oh, so what? Oh. right on it.
Yeah, I did.
Josh did, yeah. Oh, so we can all laugh at him.
One team came to play hockey and the other ones were hitting.
Well, I'm going to help the boys. I'm going to give you this.
Okay, yeah, thank you. This is Chris's puck for his first goal in his hockey career. And what does it say on there? Chris, can you read it?
Rapids 98, Rapids, Canada, 6-1.
There's going to be lots of lightning drills on Monday.
We have to give out the puck. We have to give out a puck because she already wrote it out.
To who?
Nobody, she didn't wrote it out for the teams. So we'll have to pick somebody.
Well, who got the one goal?
Me?
Josh.
Yeah, but Ryan and Josh are tied for this game for goals.
Yeah,
One was on the
Ryan
wrong
scored
net.
too, did you know that?
No, we didn't see that. Did we? Did we see him put the puck in the other net?
He was behind the goalie and he stumped it.
I saw it fly in and then the ref.
He gave them their fourth or fifth.
Oh, did they call it?
First goal though.
But they got
That guy was standing in front of our.
Yep.
Smile for Grandpa. Give him a big smile. Say Jenny went back and sit with Stephanie. Did she?
Hold it. Wait, Jenny. Wait till it stops. It's Thursday, January
And I need
30th.
I need a four.
And we've just been to the family buffet.
Oh, sorry.
Ridden on the carousel. And now we're at Target.
Do you like that? Does that feel good?
Of course, then you sit next to on the car,
With the car on your back?
the seat on your back.
Oh yeah, that's how they all are. That doesn't
Yeah.
have a back either.
What?
Okay, I went to Kmart and they only had this one, but it was 50 there instead of 53 here. Oh, that's your fancy. Ready? Gonna climb? Here we go. How big is Amanda? So big. You got bigger than Amanda. Oh. It's okay, Pumpkin. Let's try it again. Ready? So big.
That's the way to walk up.
There. There you go. Uh-oh. You want to come down now? Ready? Very good. Yay. Are you tired? You want to go again? Ready?
It's a game.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, you got me on the neck again. Oh. Yay. She looks over to make sure you're still taping her. Yeah, say
Mommy, I
Can you say ma 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 ma? Say ma 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 ma. How about da 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 da? How big is Amanda?
This big.
How big?
This big.
Are you so big? What, you want to go climbing again?
Yeah.
Ready? You're a silly girl. You're a silly. Oh, Steph, be careful. Yay!
Do that again.
You look so tired.
And I want to do that again.
You know, I think she just wants to go. Whoops! What do you see over there? Hmm? Say to Grandpa. Wave. Say night-night.
Such a big yawn.
Bye-bye.
Are you ready to go night-night too?
No.
No. Stephanie had too long of a nap today. It's 10:20 and she's wide awake.
Yeah.
Is Mom not tired?
I think, man. Go get the dolly. Oh, go get the dolly. Yeah. Where's the doll? What are you going to do, Steph? Oh, what? Is she going to bite your tummy? She's trying to bite Prince Eric's face. Oh, Steph, not on her face. Get your hand off her face. Yeah. Oh, here she comes. Okay, go get it, Amanda. Go get it. Go get it. Here she comes. Yay! Very good.
Let me do that.
Oh! Come on. Friday, January 31st. And Jenny and Stephanie are having tea party with Grandma's tea set that she had as a little girl. Yeah. Aren't they nice little pieces? Yeah. Can have apple juice and donut, huh? Whoop. Are you girls having fun? It's Saturday, February 22nd, and Marge and I stayed in Hannibal, Missouri last night on our way to St. Louis and Gulf Shores and then Florida. And we're down here taking some video of the Mark Twain setting, the museum, and so on. We were here 20 years ago, 1972, with the kids on our way back, I believe, from Bella Vista, Arkansas. And down here we see the fence that Tom Sawyer got his friends to paint for. All of the sites here seem to be closed at this time of the year, at least at this hour of the day. I guess something said they're open from 10 to 4 in the museum, but this is the bridge, old bridge across the Mississippi. The Mississippi, the setting of many of Mark Twain's stories. Huckleberry Finn, of course, Tom Sawyer. Looked in shop windows last evening and saw some Samuel Langhorne Clemens was Mark Twain's real name. Mark Twain was his pen name, and so this is where his family lived for a time. That is when he was growing up. An example of Mark Twain's humor in his writing. This is Hill Street, the haunted house on Hill Street, preserved and restored as described in Mark Twain's books. See Mark Twain, Tom Huck, and many others in life-size wax figures. Small admission is charged. Of course, the Mark Twain Family Restaurant, home of Mark Twain Fried Chicken. of the Mark Twain. It's Saturday, February 22nd, and we're at Warren and Barb's, and we went out to dinner at a great Italian restaurant. And there's the birthday boy reading the paper and waving and hiding himself, he thinks. Oh, look, here's a couple of other people hiding themselves. They're reading the funnies, I think, and waving. Alberto Bamba. There's some Olympic coverage. I don't know how this comes through. It's Wednesday morning, February 26th, and it's kind of a cool jacket day at Gulf Shores. We're staying at the Best Western, and you can see the volleyball net, people out walking. Supposed to be cloudy most of the day and coolish. It was warmer yesterday. The waves were bigger yesterday too, maybe when the tide was coming in, as Marge and I walked along the beach. We went to Ruth Ann and Jerry's last night for coffee, and the Morrises joined us there as well. This morning we're going to the Morrises for breakfast, and we'll join Jim and Gloria at their place. It's Wednesday afternoon, February 26th. We're at Jim and Gloria Rust's at Romar Beach, Gulf Shores. This is the scene from their balcony.